What's good with you fellas? T-Rey the Collector back here with another video. This time around it is my August Blu-ray and 4K haul, and I got a ton of stuff here. It's been a hefty month on the wallet for sure. You had the Arrow sales, just a bunch of stuff on Amazon went on sale. There was like regional coupons and just sales in general, so I picked up quite a bit of stuff from that. There was some Labor Day sales, of course, and my birthday was this month, so I also got some stuff for my birthday that I'm going to show you guys. And I'm not going to waste too much time here at the beginning. I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. You're going to want to watch all the way through because I do got some digital code for you guys. I got quite a few digital codes that I'm not going to be using, so I'm going to pass them on to you guys. So going to want to stick around for this one, even if it is pretty long. I'm going to try my best to make it as short as possible, but no promises here because, like I said, there's a ton of stuff here that we got to get through. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to start off with the stuff I got for my birthday. I got this as a birthday present for myself. I got Rambo First Blood on 4K, and I do believe this has a digital code, so if you want that, there it is. I also picked up, as a birthday present to myself, First Blood Part 2. One of these didn't have a digital code, even though it said it was going to. But there is the digital code for First Blood Part 2. I had all these Rambo movies on Blu-ray, that 4-pack that Studio Canal put out. And I watched them, and I was not impressed by the quality at all. So I was like, for my birthday, I'm going to get myself the good editions of these movies. And then my grandma got me Rambo 3. And does that have a digital code? Sure does. So there is the Rambo trilogy digital codes for you guys. Hopefully they work. If you got them, let me know down in the comments below. We got the Rambo trilogy on 4K. Very excited to have that. Like I said, that Studio Canal version did not look great at all. If you're wanting to get the Rambo trilogy, I highly suggest staying away from the Studio Canal green package with the knife on it for movie collection, and maybe get something else. Definitely do some research on that because those did not look great, especially the first one looked terrible. But I also got from my mom, she got me the Running Man for my Arnold Schwarzenegger collection. If you've watched my channel before, you know I pick up all the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I want every one of his movies in my collection. One of my favorite actors of all time. I just think he's a fun time to watch. So I needed the Running Man. This isn't one of my favorite movies of his, and I'm pretty glad this is getting a remake. I think this is one of those movies that deserves better and should definitely get a remake, and I think the trailers for that look good. I think this has a digital code as well. So there is that for you guys if you want that. Like I said, very excited for the remake of this movie. I think if any movie deserves a remake that could be done better, this is one of those movies. You know, I'm not normally huge on remakes, but I think when a movie didn't live up to its full potential like this one, a remake is a pretty good idea. So I'm very excited for that. I also got, this was from my sister. She got me The Fugitive with Harrison Ford on 4K. Very excited to check this one out. I'm just kind of dipping my toes into Harrison Ford's action movies. I've watched Air Force One so far and haven't really watched much else. So definitely excited to throw this one on when I get the chance, especially in 4K. I bet it's going to be a good time. Action movies in 4K are usually a pretty good time. So very excited about that. My sister got me Soul. This is one of my favorite newer Pixar movies that has come out recently. Very excited to check this one out in 4K. Even if it is a Disney movie with the low Atmos mix, I feel like the music in this and the visuals are going to be really, really stunning in 4K. So definitely excited to check that one out. If you have this one in 4K, let me know how it looks in the comments. Up next, also from my sister, she got me the Eternals. This is one I needed for my MCU collection. Trying to get all the MCU movies, and I'm probably 80% there. There's still a few stragglers I need to pick up. Just waiting on a good sale to get those. But I did get the Eternals for my birthday, and very excited to check this one out in 4K. I didn't absolutely dislike this movie, and it's kind of run of the mill to me. I didn't love it, and I didn't dislike it. It's just one of those movies that I'm not sure how much I'm gonna actually watch it, but when you get a new 4K disc, it's always nice to go back and check that out and see, how it looks on your home setup. So very excited to check that one out. Up next from my grandma, I got the Terminator in 4K. I haven't heard too much about the Terminator in 4K as far as what the transfer looks like. I'm not sure if it's a Terminator 2 situation where it's not that great. Did this come with a digital code? I believe it did. It looks like it's still active, so you guys can have that there. There it is. Very excited to check this one out in 4K. Hopefully it's not Terminator 2'd, which, speaking of, I also got Terminator 2 for my birthday. I know this 4K doesn't look great, but for now it'll do. I have the Blu-ray version, so I have that to fall back on if I don't like that. But I do want to check this out for myself and see how it looks on 4K. If it looks terrible, like I said, I have the Blu-ray to fall back on, but I figured with getting the first one on 4K, I kind of needed the second one on 4K, and maybe we'll get a new transfer soon that I can swap this out with, but there is the digital code for that. Terminator 2, if you guys want that, have at it. Up next, this is a newer movie that I really, really enjoyed, and that is The Day the Earth Blew Up. My sister got me this for my birthday. Really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a really good, fun movie. Got a couple laughs out of me. Made me really want to be on the writing end of a Looney Tunes movie because I feel like it's just kind of a sandbox of a movie. You can do pretty much anything you want with, and it just seems like a ton of fun to write a Looney Tunes movie. And this was a ton of fun. Really enjoyed this one. The visuals were great. I wish this would have got a 4K release. I feel like this is one of those that would look stunning on 4K. But it looked good on HBO Max, so I'm really excited to check it out on disc and really get that quality out of it. Up next, this was a recommendation I saw on Movie Assault's channel. He had picked this up and was talking about how it was written by John Hughes, and that is Nathan Hayes. I checked this one out and really enjoyed it. So shout out to Movie Assault for picking this up and showing it off in his videos. Definitely put me on this one. Really enjoyed Nathan Hayes. Thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely pretty underrated. If you're into like adventure movies, I think you'll really like this one. And like I said, Movie Assault had said that John Hughes written on this. So, it's kind of got a little bit of that John Hughes charm. Definitely a little bit different from a lot of his other movies, that kind of teen love story, teen coming of age movie he operated in. But this is a really good one too. Really good adventure movie and something different from John Hughes. Up next, I picked up Pulp Fiction. Had to get this one. This was on sale on Amazon for, I want to say like $16, so I decided to go ahead and pick that up. Really good looking 4K disc as well. Believe this has a digital code. Yes, it does. It does say redeemed by 12/6/24, so I'm not sure it's going to work, but just in case, there is that for you guys. This is a classic, really good movie. I really enjoyed watching this one, and it does look really good on 4K. Definitely recommend it, and it came with a slip cover, so hard to beat that. I was talking about watching this movie earlier, and that is Air Force One. Didn't just absolutely love it, but I didn't dislike it either. It's kind of one of those movies that I'll probably watch like 2 or 3 more times and show to people, because it does look really good in 4K. So it's kind of one of those discs that when your buddies come over and you want to show off the 4K setup, this is a good one to do it with, because like I said, it is a pretty good looking disc and got a pretty good Atmos track. I think it has an Atmos, yeah. Pretty good Atmos track on that one. Explosions shaking the place, so it was a pretty good time. Up next, this was a birthday present to myself as well. I ordered it with Rambo First Blood and First Blood Part 2. I did get the Naked Gun trilogy. I was going to see the new one, which I absolutely loved, by the way, and was like, I should probably get the trilogy and watch those two just to refresh my memory, because it's been years since I've seen these and it was on streaming. So decided to go ahead and pick these up and add them to the collection. Like I said, absolutely loved the new one. Fits perfectly in and even holds up with these. And this might be a little controversial, but I liked it a little bit more than these. It does a really good job with balancing like modern humor in with the humor of these movies, and I really, really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, comedy movies of the year so far. Can't wait to get that on 4K. Up next from Walmart, I picked up The Black Phone. This was part of the the little horror caps they do during this time of year. It was $10, and it's something I've been wanting in my collection for a little bit, and decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. It's not one of the slipcover versions, you know, those orange slipcovers they do. They did have those out when I went this week, so I was kind of upset that I bought it probably 3 weeks ago and it didn't have that, and then go back and it does have the slip, but it's whatever. I'm really happy to have this one. Very excited for the second one. Really, really good movie. Really good performance by Ethan Hawke, and I can't wait to see what they do with the second one. And speaking of Ethan Hawke, this is a one that somebody had told me about, and I decided to check out. Last video when I was talking about wanting more Ethan Hawke movies, somebody had recommended this one to me, and that is 24 Hours to Live. This is kind of Ethan Hawke's John Wick movie. Pretty good. I don't think it's going to blow anybody away by any means, and it doesn't have the greatest reviews, but you know how that goes sometimes. I actually really ended up enjoying this movie and thought it was pretty good. Definitely a fun Saturday night action movie type of vibe. Kind of a John Wick vibe if you're into that. Definitely recommend checking it out at least once. It's pretty cheap, so maybe buy it. I think it was like $8, so if you can't find it on streaming, definitely worth a pickup in my personal opinion. Then I got some new releases here for the month. I did pick up Friendship with Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. Unfortunately, I didn't love this one as much as I was wanting to. It did get a lot of laughs out of me, and I did enjoy it. I just think I was expecting more from Tim Robinson. I wasn't disappointed, but I just wasn't happy with what was given with this movie. I feel like it could have done a lot more, but it does have a lot of funny moments. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. I believe it is streaming on HBO Max as of this recording. So definitely worth going and checking out. I would love to see Tim Robinson, you know, kind of take the reins more in writing these movies. Hopefully we get some more movies from him. But yeah, did pick up Friendship. Pretty good watch. Then up next, another new release for the month. I did pick up the Late Night with the Devil Steelbook. This is a really good movie, and I'm happy it got a 4K release. It might have had a 4K release, but I'm not 100% sure. But when this was announced, I decided to jump on it and go ahead and get the 4K release, because I do have it on Blu-ray, but happy to upgrade it to 4K. And this steelbook looks really nice, so very cool. Did get a little bent up in the mail, but nothing too bad to complain about. Then up next, I got a whole nother pile here to show you guys. I picked up In the Heat of the Night. This was on sale on Amazon for like $15. I got to get out of these Facebook and Reddit groups because they post this kind of stuff all the time, and I end up blind buying something. But this was a really good blind buy. I actually watched it last night and really enjoyed it. It's got a really good soundtrack, really, really good 4K transfer and audio mix. If you haven't seen this one, I definitely recommend checking it out. If it's still on sale on Amazon, go pick it up. Really good movie. I believe it won Best Picture in 1967, 1968. So, pretty good movie, really good cop movie. Really enjoyed checking that one out. Then up next, I found this on eBay for a good price. This is an out-of-print disc, and I love my like 90s cult action, not action, 90s cult, you know, just weird movies like this and Tammy and the T-Rex. And I did pick up My Boyfriend's Back. I watched this the other day for the first time and had a pretty good time with it. It's not going to blow your socks off or anything, but if you're just looking for like a easy weekday watch, My Boyfriend's Back's a good one. I'm not sure if this is available on streaming, but was very happy to find this at a decent price. This is out of print, like I said, so I believe I found it for like $20 and was happy to pay that for it. Love adding that type of stuff to my collection. Really gives it character, in my opinion. Then up next, from the Arrow sale that's been going on this whole month that I have dropped way too much money on, I did pick up Deep Blue Sea. This is a really awesome 4K transfer and a really, really good audio mix. Like, it's worth it for that alone, in my opinion. I believe this went down to $24, I want to say, and it was the chunky box set, which I wasn't expecting. The little limited edition pack you get. I was expecting just the 4K with maybe a slipcover, but this is the full show here, so very cool. Very happy to add that one to the collection for a good sale price. Then up next, I picked up City Slickers. This one went on Hamilton Book, and I was going to get it from there with Cyborg. And as soon as I went to check out, it said Cyborg was out of stock. So I ended up just going to eBay to pick this one up because sometimes Hamilton Book shipping is a little pricey if you're not getting multiple things. So it was cheaper for me to just go on eBay and get this one. So decided to do that because I do absolutely love this movie. Everybody involved in this kills it, and it's just a good, fun, like, kind of middle-aged, coming-of-age movie. Really, really enjoyed City Slickers. Need to get the second one. I remember it being more of a comedy. I haven't watched these since I was a kid, and I was pleasantly surprised by how well this holds up. Very, very good movie. Then up next, Please Rewind had a 40% off certain 4K titles on their eBay page. So I picked up a few from them. I picked up Bullet Train. These all came out to like $10 a piece, so was very excited for that. Bullet Train's one I've been wanting on 4K for a little bit. Watched it for the first time and just absolutely loved it. This is an incredible movie. If you get the chance to get it on 4K, definitely just do it. If you haven't seen it, just get it on 4K before you watch it because it's gonna blow you away, and it's just a banger. After you stream it, you're gonna wish you would have watched it on 4K for the first time. So definitely recommend Bullet Train. It is an absolute banger. Let me see if this. Then up next, I picked up Baby Driver. Like I said, these all came out to $10, and this is one I've been wanting to check out. Had it recommended a couple times, and it was a banger as well. I watched this and Bullet Train on the same night, so it was like back-to-back banger night. Absolutely loved Baby Driver. Not like an amazing 4K mix, but the soundtrack is so good, and I absolutely loved the way they blended the sounds of this movie into the soundtrack. It was just a really cool experience. Definitely recommend this one. And this might have a digital code. I want to say one of these didn't have a digital code. Yeah, this has a digital code, but it does say expires 12/31/19, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to give it to you guys anyway, and you can try your luck with that. Let me know down in the comments if it did work. Hopefully it does, and somebody gets that. Then up next, this is an upgrade for me. It's one I've been wanting to upgrade for a little bit, and that is the Magnificent Seven. This movie gets a lot of crap for some reason, but I really enjoy this movie. I'd imagine it's because Chris Pratt is in it, is why it gets a lot of crap. But this is a really good remake. I mean, does it hold up to the original? Maybe not, but I saw this at the right time. I was probably 16, 17, maybe 18 when this came out, and I really enjoyed this movie when it came out. Absolutely loved it. It really put me into wanting to watch more Westerns, so absolutely love the Magnificent Seven, and I'm happy to finally have that on 4K. And then up next, this is another upgrade. I picked up Step Brothers on 4K. Gotta have this on 4K. This is one of my all-time favorite comedy movies. I feel like it's one of the most quotable comedy movies of all time, so had to get it in the collection. I have the Blu-ray, but this comes with the extended cut and the 4K disc as well, so was happy to upgrade that, especially for $10 because I've almost bought this on sale and it's like $19 on Amazon. I think it usually goes on sale for. So for $10 with the rest of these movies, very happy to pay that. Then up next, I got a couple new releases here. I picked up Undisputed. Kino Lorber released this month, and I watched it for the first time. I'm a Walter Hill fan and a Wesley Snipes fan. Unfortunately, I didn't just absolutely love this as much as I wanted to. This kind of reminds me of the director's cut of The Warriors. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it's kind of got like that weird pacing and cutting into random stuff that doesn't really need to be there. This movie kind of has that problem too. It like adds all these extra things that really don't need to be there, in my opinion. Um, I guess that's kind of a staple of Walter Hill's directing, but yeah, didn't just absolutely love this one. It does look really good on 4K. If it does, I recommend waiting on a sale on this one if you haven't seen it and want to pick it up. Maybe you'll like it more than me. Definitely, maybe something to stream before you buy. But not a bad movie at all. I've heard the other ones are actually better than this one, so I want to kind of check those out too. But do love some Wesley Snipes, and he does kill it in this. And so does who's the other person in this? I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name because I'm gonna butcher it. But that guy there plays the Iceman, and he does a really good job. Then up next, another new release for the month, I picked up Bring Her Back. This was a really awesome movie. I was super excited for this to come in. I wanted to go see this in theaters, but my movie theater is kind of a small theater, so it'll get these type of movies and play them for like a week, and then they're gone, and then, you know, kind of just switches it out for whatever blockbuster is doing good at the time. But didn't get to check this one out in theater, so I was very excited to get the chance to check it out on 4K, and I really, really enjoyed this. The brothers that directed Talk to Me did this one, and I love Talk to Me, so I was pretty sure I was going to love this one, and it did not disappoint at all. Really good performance by the kids in this movie, too. They killed it. This is just a really, really good movie. If you haven't seen it, definitely recommend doing so. Then up next, I think this is all more random purchases, just stuff I found throughout the month and decided to pick up. I picked up Swingers. This is one I've been wanting to check out for a while. Really funny. We really enjoyed this one. The story behind it's pretty cool too. I think Favreau didn't really have the money to do the movie, you know, in its full effect. So he just went to random bars in Vegas and used the actual people in the background of the casinos and the bars as extras. So I thought that was pretty cool. I may be butchering the story, I'm not sure, but I do remember reading something about that. So pretty cool, and definitely a fun movie to check out. Up next, I picked up Tequila Sunrise with Kurt Russell and Mel Gibson. Haven't seen this one. I hadn't seen this one before purchasing it, and I have since watched it. Didn't just absolutely love it, but it is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a Point Break in a way, mixed with like a drama, a cop drama. I know that's what Point Break is, but this kind of leans more into that. Still a pretty fun watch. Definitely worth watching at least once. Up next, I picked up Falling Down. I love those type of like Taxi Driver, King of Comedy, like having a bad day and shit just hits the fan type of movies. So I decided to check out Falling Down. This was really, really cheap on Amazon. I want to say I got it for like $8. So I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and check that out. Pretty good movie. Not on the level of like Taxi Driver or anything, but definitely worth checking out if you enjoy those type of movies. Michael Douglas is really good in this. Then up next, had to pick this up. I can't believe I didn't have this in my collection before. This is like a staple of growing up in the early 2000s for me. This is one of those comedy movies I'm pretty sure I've seen a dozen times, but I absolutely love it. That is Euro Trip, Scotty Doesn't Know, the unrated edition. And I don't know how I never noticed this. I guess I was just young, way too young when I watched this movie religiously back in the day. But Matt Damon's the lead singer of the band that sings the Scotty Doesn't Know song. I don't know how I didn't notice that, but I was watching this again and I was like, that looks like Matt Damon, and I looked it up and it is Matt Damon. So pretty cool little fact there, and a really good movie. Obviously Euro Trip kills. Then from the Arrow sales, I picked up 2 more titles from the Arrow sale here. I picked up The Long Kiss Goodnight. Was very excited to get this one. I really like this movie. Gina Davis and Samuel L. Jackson go really good together, have great chemistry. Really fun, underrated 90s action movie. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. Go pick it up on the Arrow sale. I'm pretty sure it's even cheaper than when I bought it. It was $24.99, and now I believe it's down to like $20. So definitely go pick that up if you haven't seen it. It looks really good on 4K. Up next, I picked up A Simple Plan with Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton. This was a banger. I had never seen this and had heard people talking about it on, just different videos and stuff, and decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. This movie is awesome. If you like movies like Uncut Gems or After Hours, movies where it just keeps, like you just keep like putting your hand in your face, like why are they making these decisions? This is a movie for you. I absolutely loved A Simple Plan. I gave it a 5-star on Letterboxd. Definitely, if you watch one movie out of everything I've recommended here, I definitely recommend Simple Plan. It is awesome. Directed by Sam Raimi as well. Probably my favorite Sam Raimi movie I've seen so far. Up next, this was a new release for the month. The Meet the Parents 4K. Was very excited to get this announced, and it was pretty cheap for a new 4K release. I want to say it ended up being like around $25 by release day, so very happy to get that. I love this and Meet the Fockers, so very excited to get that. Hopefully we get Meet the Fockers announced soon. Would love a 4K of Meet the Fockers. Up next, this was another new release that ended up being like $19 by the time it was street dated to come out, and that is Better Off Dead. I loved this movie. I had never seen it. I just took a chance on it because it was $19 and a 90s, maybe 80s. Yeah, 1985. And I really love movies from that era, so I decided to take a chance on it. Absolutely loved it. Definitely recommend checking it out. If it's still $19, it's definitely worth that if you're wanting to pick it up. Really recommend doing that. Then up next, this is kind of a not 80s, 90s underrated banger section to finish us out here. I picked up 3 O'Clock High by Shout Factory. I love this movie. Buddy Revell is a menace. This is a banger of a movie. Absolutely love 3 O'Clock High. If you haven't seen it, it's up there with Simple Plan on recommendations. This is just a funny, easy watch, like just a good time movie. Love 3 O'Clock High. Then up next, probably the movie that surprised me most. This was a blind buy, and I wasn't expecting just an absolute whole lot from it. But that is Mystery Date with Ethan Hawke and Terry Polo. Absolutely loved this movie. I hadn't seen it. It was a cheap blind buy, so I decided to go ahead and do it. And I ended up absolutely loving this movie. Very good young Ethan Hawke performance. Terry Polo is really good in it. It's full of twists and turns, and it keeps you guessing the whole time. Highly, highly recommend checking this out if you haven't seen it. Very, very good, underrated movie in my opinion. Then up next, the last little pickup here is Rad, a staple of cheesy 80s goodness. I believe this is 80s. Gotta have Rad in your collection. I wanted the 4K of this, but there's no way I'm paying. I've seen it from like $40 to $60, and there's no way I'm paying that for this movie. The Blu-ray's fine for, I want to say this was $10. Love this movie, but not paying $40 to $60 for it. Absolutely love Rad. Very, very fun movie. I'm sure all you guys have seen Rad and know the cheesy fun goodness it is. But that's it, guys. That's everything I picked up. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a hell of a month for my wallet. So hopefully September I can kind of take it easy. There is a couple more things I want to get from the Arrow sale, and then I'll probably call it good for the month besides a few pickups here and there. But if you've made it this far, I really do appreciate you, and I'm going to reward your attention span with some stuff here. I do have 2 digital codes. One is for the Warriors, and the other is for Total Recall. The Warriors code here does say not valid after 7/13/23, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but just in case, and as a thank you, there is the digital code for the Warriors. I believe this is the director's cut, so, watch at your own risk with that one. And then there is Total Recall. This doesn't seem to have an expiration date on it, and that is an absolute banger of a movie. It is the original Schwarzenegger movie, so there is that for you guys. And like I said, guys, I really do appreciate you watching. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. It really does mean a lot. And liking the video. And be sure to let me know in the comments below what you guys picked up this month. I love talking movies with you guys, love hearing what you guys pick up and giving me recommendations on what to watch next. But that's going to wrap it up, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. You've been phenomenal. I've been T-Rey, and I will see you in the next one.